Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Krishna Sharanam Mama.
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 Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Krishna 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 Sharanam Mama.
Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. This Upanishad, known as White Horse Upanishad, Shvetashvatara Upanishad. We completed the first chapter as such. In that, first of all, the question that arises in anybody's mind when anybody starts the spiritual journey, the journey doesn't start without a question. Yes, even a child which is born, an intelligent child, will start asking questions. It wants to know, curious about everything. That curiosity is important for knowing what is not known. Uh, one child was very curious, always asking questions to the mother. Because whenever I see Anil, I feel like saying a joke. So, this child was always asking questions. Mother got really fed up and she said, like you, there was a cat who was very curious and there was a big hole was there and it wanted to find out what is there in the hole. So it went inside and could not come out and it died. Indirectly tell, don't ask too many questions like the cat. The child looked at the mother. What was in the hole? But curiosity is what made the individual human beings discover many things. So this Upanishad begins with questions. Like Sri Bhagavan Shankaracharya also asked this question, said that Khate Kanta Kaste Putraha Sansaroyam Ativa Vichitraha. Ativa Vichitraha. This whole existence is indeed a great wonder. Kastvam koham kuta ayadaha kame janani kome tataha. Idi paripavaya sarvamasaram. And ask this question again and again. So similarly here, the question is raised. Who and what? Where am I from? Who am I? Kim karanam brahma? Kutaha sma jata jivama kena kvacha sampradishta adishtita kena sukha itareshu vartamahe. In this way, who is Brahman? What is time? What is this creation? See, who can ask questions? As I said, one who is curious or one who has too much time. We don't ask questions because we have no time. We are busy with doing the daily routines of things. And so we don't ask questions. Or secondly, we don't ask questions because there's no answer. So when you are a small child asks such questions, when you grow up, you will know it. So then the boy says, you grew up, you know it. If you don't know the answer, obviously you grew up, and I also grew up and I will not have answer also. We are tired of asking questions also sometimes, What is it? Ask, let us live like anybody else. But all the Upanishads we find questions are asked, and there was a teacher who always answered appropriately. Ko nama bandha katamesha agataha katam pratisthasya katam vimokshaha ko savanatma paramakatma tayo viveha katam iti uchatam. Big Chudamani. What is Atman? What is Anatman? How does bondage come? How does it stay? What is bondage? How do I get rid of it? And then, the teacher, one by one, he reveals. But when we are not given proper answer, we come to conclude certain things as our answer. And that is also said here. Kim karanam? What is the reason? So, kalaha, swabhavaha, niyati, yadricha, bhutani, yonihi, purushaha, iti chintya. So, the various other explanations are given. Time is the cause. Swabhava, also nature. Niyati, there is some law that is governing. Yadricha, no need for asking as it is, everything happens on its own. So in this way, there are hasty conclusions are also there. So the Upanishad begins with, let us understand how they are all not possible. And one has to accept there is a presence of something which is the total controller of the whole universe. See, श्रद्धा होना चाहिए श्रवण करने के लिए. श्रवण करने से ही ज्ञान मिलेगा. और even to listen one must have श्रद्धा. Uh, so the story of Dashamo Nashtaha. So 10th man is lost. The whole group of children were crying, and one person who understood the situation, he said, Dashamaha asti. Pehle bataya Dashamaha asti. So that Pradama, I mean Dashamaha asti is when heard by the student, by the person who's crying, not finding the 10th person. You know the story. I don't want to go into that. When that person said the 10th man is, that shabda or the word that he uttered, first of all, the student must have Shraddha. In the same way, Brahma asti, Ishwaraha asti. This is the first one. Astikya buddhi hona chahiye. Upanishad says, Kathopanishad, asti tyeva upalabdhavya hai. उसमें श्रद्धा रखो है it is. Then second one is asi. वो तुम हो. So asi से I mean asti से asi वो है उपदेश. Asti a statement of fact. It is Brahman asti. Where is Brahman? त्वम asi. आप ही हो. दशमः कहा? दशमः अस्ति. कहा दशमः? दशमः दशम पुरुषः त्वम asi. You are the 10th man. So then in this example, how can I be? Then he realized that he did not count himself. Then and he discovered. Then what did he say? Asmi. वो है अपरोक्ष अनुभूति. So Brahma asti. This is the statement of fact. And then Tvam asi. Upadesh. Don't go anywhere here and there. Asti, where does mean it is, that where it is. मंदिर में नहीं है, मस्जिद में नहीं है. हाँ, मैं मंदिर में नहीं हूँ, मस्जिद में नहीं हूँ, आपके पास ही हूँ. So therefore the teacher says asi, Twamasi, Upadesh. Then that alone is not sufficient. It's a paroksha jnanam only. कोई बताया. Every scripture is saying Twamasi, Twamasi, but nothing happens, Swamiji. asi तो जान लिया, but कहाँ? Upadesh जान लिया, but what happens afterwards? So asi to asmi is sadhana. उसका नाम है अनुभव, अपरोक्ष अनुभव. सो श्रद्धा होना चाहिए श्रवण करने के लिए. That words of the teacher, if the Shraddha is not there, or words of the scripture, there is no Shraddha, ज्ञानम न लभ्यते, ज्ञान नहीं मिलेगा. सो ज्ञान मिलने के बाद उनका साधन भी करना चाहिए, ज्ञान साधन. So we'll see that. So this jnana sadhan mein, there is important part is upasana. See, upasana, Ishwara upasana is necessary for knowledge to transfer itself to become a dhyan. Meditation will not happen unless the mind is calm. Even for some time, or a few minutes also, we are not able to sit quietly and think about something which cannot be thought of. Bore ho jayega. This is not a known vastu, known object. So as Gurudev would say, known to unknown is the journey. From what is known, we have to move towards what is unknown. So Ishvara as a pratima, as a form, is known. But what is unknown is his nature. You look at a form of God, go to a temple, or have a picture at home, it is known. Nama Rupa hai isko. Anam Arupa Vastu, what you have to do? वो नाम रूप को छोड़ के ही छोड़ना चाहिए. But that leaving the nama and rupa, all the various conditioning natures when we have to remove, so सगुण उपासना करना चाहिए, उसका बाद ही निर्गुण उपासना होगा. Because even that our mind doesn't stay there. Then what to say? मैं निर्गुण ब्रह्म को ध्यान कर रहा हूं. See, one simple thing you understand is, if we don't renounce our nama and rupa, you will not be able to renounce nama and rupa of the God. It's a direct relationship. I have a form, I have a name, I am there. I am is there. You cannot understand or meditate on the Nirgun Brahma. So long as you have the feeling I am this, then Bhagavan also has got a form. You are removing Nama and Rupa of God, and you are not removing your Nama and Rupa. So you try to do this here, and then you will realize there immediately. Jati Nita Kula Gotra Durakam. That is said there. Nama Rupa Guna Dosha Varjitam. Desha Kala Vishayadi Varjyate. Brahma Tattvamasi. Idi Bhavaya. So here, Upasana is important. Now here comes the chapter 2, where the Upasana is going to be mentioned in detail. In the chapter previously, Dhyana Nirmadanad Abhyasat Devam Pashed Nigudavat. Nigudavat Devam Pashed. Niguda means hidden. It's hidden in everything. Niguda. Nitaram Guda. Good. वो good वो दे खाने का वस्तु नहीं है. So good became God. Guh is root. Guh means to hide. So Guda means hidden. Like Mukh is to get deluded. Mudha is deluded. Ruh is to grow. Ruda means grown. In Sanskrit, Ruk becomes Ruda. Guh becomes Guda. Mukh becomes Muda. So here, the Nigudavat, as though hidden in oneself, but in the same way, inner churning should take place. By that alone, what is hidden will be manifest. Like the fire that is there in Uttararani and Adararani, and then you do the churning of the rod, then the fire that is hidden in the wood will come to manifest. So in this verse, in this chapter, in this Shvetashvatara Upanishad itself, they said, Swadeham aranim krutva pranavam cha uttararinim jnana nirmadana abhyasat devam pashyati nigudavat. Pranava is prescribed as the means to do the matanam. Not just chanting om 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 om. Chant with extreme attention. You are invoking the Lord. Om. Now, in this particular chapter, it starts with Surya Prarthana. Chapter 2 starts with Surya Prarthana as the Upasana. See, any other thing in the world is, to a larger extent, any other thing that you see in this world, you can see the origin of it. Hmm. Origin of it means what? That any objects of the world can we know when it is started. But Surya is considered as Lokadrik, Lokasya Drishta. Even before the creation of the universe of matter, the first manifestation appears to be Pushtikarta, Poshanakarta, that is the sun. Without sun, there cannot be any life. And then NASA has recently found a black hole which can swallow millions of suns. And it's moving. It's on the way, it keeps swallowing everything. And once it is swallowed, you will not ever get Edgatvan and Nivartante. Having gone into it, you cannot get back anything because it swallows. Even light gets swallowed. Can you see light getting swallowed? You can do that. So there's a mystery in this world. Even the sun that we see is one among the zillions of suns in the world. But my ancestors have thought of sun as the one who gives the light, the heat, and all the energy and pushti that is required. So, considering that as the upasya vastu, upasya devata, worthy of worship, the next these three verses are taken up. Now we read one by one there. Yunjana pradabam manah tattvaya savitadiyah Agnirjyotirnichaya Prithivya Adhyabharata Yuktena manasa vayam Devasya savidussave Swargeyaya shaktya Yuktvaya manasa devan Suvaryato diyadivam Brahma Brihajyodikarishyatah Savita Prasuvaditan Pratamam. First thing is Manaha Yunjanaha. Yunjanaha means Yuj is to unite. Yunjanaha, having made the mind available for this prayer. Prayer, we should not understand it as a means of begging from God. Prayer is not begging. Prayer is a point of attention towards the Lord for His grace. So, Manasa, Manaha, Padamam Yunjanaha. Then, where? Savita. Savita Yunjanaha. Towards the sun. The sun god is being thought about through the mind. Atha diyaha. Also, the diyaha here should not mean intellect, indriyani, senses. The attention not only of the mind, but also all various senses attentively engaging in the worship of Shiva. Worship of Surya here. See, that is the reason during the Upasana, whatever you need for the sake of the puja, etc., you should keep it with yourself before you start. Oh, agarbatti get down there. Then, oh, the lamp there. Oh, oil that side. Then your attention would not be in that. So it's like when you're ready to cook, you must have all the ingredients next to you. Oh, I forgot salt. I have to go to the shop and get it. It's already is going on here. So flower, the water, the chandan, the kumkum, the akshata, the diya, the agarbatti, the oil, all these things, you keep it ready and then start. Then your sense organs and the mind would not get distracted. So what is that we need to pay attention to? The mind and the senses. As Swamiji writes here, may the sun god first engage my mind. When you engage only, Savita, he will engage you in the mind. So, first of all, it should be an attempt by the meditator towards that. Upasaka should start with that. So, he's praying that may the Lord Sun be engaging my mind as well as the senses in the very practice of prayer. Savita, hey Savita. Savita means here Savitru Shabda. Savitru means sun. As we, even in the Gayatri Mantra, we say, Om Tat Savituhu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi. So, therefore, that Savita, Pratamam Yunjanaha Manaha, may that Savitru engage me in the mind. Then, Tiyaha, all the various pranas, Idara Pranan, and Agnir Jodir Nichaya. Now, sun you cannot see. Try. Try to see the sun directly. And that will be the last thing you will see. After that, you will not be able to see anything else. That is why when the eclipse time, they are very curious to see the sun. And that also you cannot see directly. So you have to have some kind of a dark shade and then only you can see that. So sun is seen through his presence as Agni. Agni Jyoti Nichaya, having seen or established Prithivya Adhyabarata. Prithivya Adhyabarata, which is, where is the fire? It is not in the space somewhere. Prithivya, on the earth. Adi Abharata, which is presently being placed on the earth. Abharata. Abharata means Bhibarti means to place, to hold, to carry. Adhyabharata. See, Upanishad mantras are not like a regular statements. They are all very precise, but at the same time, they will have their own way of doing the teaching. So here all these Upanishad mantras, and obviously this Shvetashvatara Upanishad is considered as very much connected to rituals and showing from the ritual standpoint how to understand Brahman. Rituals are meant for Manashuddhi, if you understand from the standpoint of the Vedanta. Now you see, the Devatas are worshipped in three ways. In the Sanatana Dharma, Devatas are not too far away from us. They are part and parcel of us in a sense that Adhidaivika, Adhibhaudika, and Adhyatma. Even though their presence is considered remote when we understand them as Adhidaivik. So let us take sun. Sun, where is it? Millions of light years away. Right? Adhidaivik. Daivik means what? It's not human created, number one. And humans cannot do anything about it, number two. And it is always there. Even before you came here, after you leave, it's always there. So, Devatas are those which are considered as the eternal presence from the beginning of creation till whatever end. And you cannot do anything about it, and they are not disturbed by what you do. So, Adhidaivik presence as sun in the where is in denizen, whatever. But when we see the world around us being continuously blessed by the presence of the sun. In even every wood that you take, there is a presence of sun in the form of fire. It becomes adibhautik. In the Bhuta, in all the beings, in all the wood, in all the trees, in all the plants, he is present in the form of fire. So even though he is far away, he makes sure his presence is there. That is the reason why when we do the rituals, we use the wood to invoke Surya as such Agni. Adhyatma is Jyoti. Antarjyotimaya Rupena Asti Eva Bhagavan. So as the inner light, the light of consciousness, because the nature of sun is light, that very light itself is within us as the awareness, the ability to know. Even if I want to see the chair, I need not only my eyes, which is Adhyatmic again. The chair should be there and in whom the light is present. In fact, my eyes can only see light. All our eyes can see only light. We don't really see the objects. We only see the light. Our thought, our mind interprets it as an object. You might have seen some puzzles, hidden man, find out. Some tree and other things will be there, and Rama is hidden here. Then what you need to do is remove what is not Rama, look for Rama. Then it will see that, right? Similarly, eyes are capable of seeing the light emanating, reflected from the object, and with the existing memory, it recognizes it as chair, table. What the eyes receive is only light signals. So, in the awareness, in the form of awareness, that Jyoti is present within me also. That is Adhyatmika. So, Adidhaivika Surya, Adibhaudika Surya Agni, Adhyatmika Surya is Atma. Iti Prathanam Kuryat. So that is why it is important. Agnir Jyotihi Nichaya, having established that way. And Drishtva. Now, Yuktena Manasa, Vayam, all of you, Yuktena Manasa, Devasya Savituhu. Devasya Savituhu. This is similar to Bargo Devasya we say in Gayatri Mantra. Barga means what? Light. Devasya Bargaha. Bargo Devasya. So who are Devatas? Devatas are those who do not have bodies. Physical body is not there. Physical body is not there, but they have existence in the non-physical form, like that of when we are dreaming, we are having a body, but not physical. You walk, you talk, you do everything, but no physical body is involved there. So in the dream also, we have discarded our physical nature, but we have taken another nature of no body, and we seeing and hearing, tasting, walking, talking, everything we do. Similarly, the Devatas are those who have got into the exalted state, and their brilliance is Savita. Therefore, Bargo Devasya Dhimahi. We meditate upon on that light of the Devatas. So here also it is again Devasya Savituhu Save. Save means may he permit. Anuprapte, Agnya Prapte, Anugnate. With the mind fixed on that very self, which is Adhyatma Rupena, Yajjoti Arasti, in that, with the blessings of the Sun God, with the Agnya, with the command, with the permission of that, Hmm? Then what else? Swargeyaya Shaktya. Swarga. For the sake of the higher level of living, higher level of consciousness, may we strive. So here, higher level of existence does not mean boga. We always understood Swarga means boga. Actually, the word is Suvarga. Swarga is Suvarga. Varga means clan or group. Suvarga means those who have Subuddhi. Subuddhi means those who have the right kind of values, right kind of behavior, right kind of character. That when you are in the presence of people who have the right values, etc., that is Swarga. But unfortunately, Swarga is always reported as a place of all the bogas, etc. But you cannot reach the place of that Swarga without merit. It's only merit scholarship works there. No paying of money, no bribing. You cannot bribe anybody to go there. You need the punya points. You need. That's why in Kathopanishad says, Swarge loke na bhayam kinchanasti. There's no bhaya there. Why? Because in Nachiketa says, Natatratvam, na charya bibedi. There you are not. And there is nobody is afraid of old age because there's nobody. So merit is what? Merit is that which elevates the individual to a higher level of consciousness. In today's world, who say, oh, people who are in the developed countries, underdeveloped countries, never developing countries. So they consider a developed country Swarga, isn't it? That's why you're all here. आप स्वर्ग भूमि में आ जाए आ गया. So meaning what? I have greater comfort of living. What was so troublesome, and I just do not want to live in that kind of less opportunities, less possibilities of growing up, or with for basic things also you have to fight, etc. I just do not want. I wanted a better standard, right? So people who are living in other states of United States, California, better standard. And only when you come here you realize that this is what persecuting you. So much you have to pay for to live here. But here also, California also, your children, SFO, San Francisco. The their thing is what? Little more comfort. You see, always we look for a greater level of comfort or ease of living. So here, the Manushya Bhumau, in this world of human, the struggle is for what? This body. You know that it is going to end. So that dukkha you can never get rid of. Either your own near and dear won't be there, or you yourself will know after some time. So you always ask for what? Amrutam. Namrutam vidyate. No, where there is no death. And that is called Swarga in this limited context. So, Swarga is considered as a place of Amrita. Amrita means what? No death. Why? There is no body. So, Swargeyaya, for the Suvargaya, that's why he said Suvargeyaya. See? Not Swarga, Suvargeyaya, Shaktya. Shaktya Prayatnena. By the effort. So, how does it happen? Yuktena Manasa. Manasa eva prayatnam kuryat. It is not deha prayatnam here. It is not the physical exertion. Prayer is an exertion of the mind, or effort of the mind. In the name of prayer, what most of the religions do is the physical only. So I'm fasting. Kyun kar rahe ho bhai? Bhagavan Krishna very clearly said in the Bhagavad Gita chapter 17, persecution of the body is called a rajasic tapas. See, he made it very clear. Deva Dvija Guru Prajna Puchanam Shaucham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsa cha Shariram Tapa Uchate. Sharira Tapa is what? Pujanam. Deva Dvija Guru Prajna Pujanam. Then Shaucham, purity. Arjavam, being straightforward. Brahmacharyam, self-control. Ahimsa, not hurting anybody. This is called Shariram Tapa. And he very clearly says, Pidan, Deha Pidanam is Rajasic Tapas. Physically hurting yourself. Body, what problem your body does for your sadhana? If you are able to keep it healthy and work out daily and then do your proper food, and this will be like a light, like a feather. What do we do? Khao, and then fast food. Or don't eat anything. And by not eating, the body will survive. It will not become a tool to your sadhana. It will become a burden. All sort of disease only will come. Do you think by not eating you will get rid of disease? My dear, no. Your prarabdha will come to you whether you fast or no fast. The fasting to be done with the intention of disciplining the mind. And if you are able to take care of the body, it's just like a vehicle. There's only a vehicle given to us. With the body, you're not going to go anywhere. So you cannot go with this. What is going to the higher level of living? It's mind. Subtle body only is going. That needs to be purified. How is that body is involved here? Body is involved only to make sure that you are able to make your mind quiet and calm, and body will help in that way if your body is healthy. So Deha Pidanam is considered as Rajasic. So here, see, says Yuktena Manasa, with the mind fixed on that supreme goal. Vayam Devasya Saviduhu Save, with the help of the command of the sun, Suvargeyaya Shaktya, with the effort that we put for the sake of obtaining the higher level of consciousness. Like Yuktvaya Manasa Devan, having thus placed your mind with the help of the Lord. So may the sun god bless our mind, Diya also, all the sense organs. Suvaryadaha Divam, one who has reached the Suvar. Suvar here means Suvaryataha, Swargayataha, Swargagataha, Swargagataha, Disham, with all the Disham means to turn our attention towards that. This is to direct. Directing our mind towards that Lord. Then what happens? Brihad Jodihi Karishyata. Brihad Jodihi Karishyata. Understand the nature of what is the turning means? Turning towards the light of consciousness. Brihad Jodihi, the supreme light, the mightiest one, the powerful one. Karishyata. Savita Prasuvaditan. And then Savita, by the sun god, may bless us. Prasuvati, Tan Prasuvati, towards that very effort of ours, Tan, those efforts, may he be blessing us towards that. This is kind of the prayer. So, knowledge alone can reach us. Therefore, in the first verse, he say, Tattvaya. Put there. I will come to that later on, because for all this effort is for what? Tattvaya. For the sake of gaining the right knowledge. So the right knowledge means what? All prayers, again, as I said, it is not for the sake of any kind of boga. or any kind of immediate gain, tattvaya, for the gaining of the correct understanding of the truth. In this human birth alone, we can do that really. Idakkonvasti moodatma yastu swarte pramadyati praptvadur manusham deham labdva manusham deham tatrabi paurusham. Having gained the human birth, which is very rare, who is the foolish person in this world who does not engage in the Parama Purushartha, highest the goal? See, other goals are achieved by even other living beings. Cow, pivo, mojada. Which animal doesn't do it? Tell. Kana, Pina, Sona, Mitunam. Everything is done by others also. What are that you are doing differently? Now I go to office and work. So, obviously, for what purpose again? Again, to enjoy the sense, enjoyment or the senses only. Comforts, house, car, iPhone, merely for those purposes. Again, it is for sensuous pleasures only one is working so hard. But Parama Purushartha is not at all in the agenda at all. Moksha Purushartha is not there. So Moksha Purushartha is only the privilege of human being. And that if you don't do, Bhagavan would say, I gave you human birth only for that. आप नहीं use किया है ना, go to become crocodile again. That's all you are fit. Because why I gave the human body then? But you are not using it. Yunjade manat uda uchade diyaha viprasya bahuto vipaschitaha vihotra dade vayunat videka Inmahi devasya savidu parishtutihi. Inmahi. So here, those people who are vipraha. Vipraha means whip means to whip. In Sanskrit, vepate. Vepata means to shiver, to throb, to inspire. So vipraha means those who are inspired. Vipraha, diyaha manaha yunjate. Yunjate diyaha, yunjate manaha. Vipraha are those, the inspired wise people are those whose minds are ever engaged in that, and all the senses are also ever engaged in that contemplation. So yunjade manaha uta. Uta means cha. And yunjade diyaha vipraha. Then viprasya bahuto vipassitaha. And vipassitaha, very well, he the one which is vipaschit. Vipaschit means one who is, one another meaning is wise again. Vipaschit also means all pervading. One who is omniscient, and viprasya, one who is the all pervading as well as the omniscient. The sun which is not only all pervading but all knowing. That's why he is called as Loka Chakshu, the eye of the world. Eye of the world because nothing happens without his presence. So, but when he is not there in the night, how does he see? Through the moon. You cannot escape. And moon is also the full. No moon day. What is it? It's the stars. The light of the stars are also from the sun only. Light of the moon is also from the sun only. Light of this day also is from the sun only. No, I will go into a room and do it. Lamp, वहां वो कहाँ से आया? ज्योति, that is also sun only. Oh no, even Jyoti is not there. Then what will you do? Eyes. Devata for the eye is sun. I'll close my eyes and do it. So anywhere you go, there is presence of the sun. It must be there. As I said, awareness. Adhyatma rupena asti eva. Adhibhautika rupena, adhidevika rupena, adhyatma rupena. Anywhere you go, that's why it's called omniscient. His power is all presence. So, hotra bhidate, we should go this side. Hotra bhidate. To that very sun alone, all offerings are made into the fire. So, the fire, when you invoke in a ritual, one should understand it is the divine presence of the sun. Many times I've seen many priests, they don't have the reverence, to the fire. They consider it like any other thing. So they throw. And आपको ये ऐसा देना है. It should be given with great reverence. And some people don't know, everything they take see, if I come, you come to my house and they throw a roti at you, then take. How insulting it is. So you must give it with great love and reverence, because Jyoti, Agni, you are inviting. Agrena idi Agni. He is the one who is the foremost leading everything. All that you offer is being taken to Devadas by Agni. Also, sometimes they use the matchsticks to start the fire also. Nowadays, who does the Arani and all those things? Sometimes the lights, cigarette lights also. So yeah, let us say, even matchsticks, they light up. And then what do the matchstick? वहाँ पे does it. Also much of disrespect for that also. So to whom alone all offerings are given. Hotra vidate. Given all that also given to him. And so also vivasitaha. So he the one Vayuna with eka. So one who is the knower of all the illusory world that is created by the Maya. Obviously, he being the deity representing consciousness in Adhyatmic nature, all that is created by the power of Maya, also known to Vayunavid Ekaha Id Mahi Parishtutihi Paristutihi. So Id Mahi Paristuti, great glory. Vipraha Paristutihi Devasya Savituhu, the light of the sun, all the devatas, they come to praise. So those who try to yoke their mind and the sense organs should sing mighty praises of the sun god. Mahi Paristutihi Devasya Savituhu, praise of the god who is all pervading, Vipaschitaha, great and omniscient, Bahutaha and Bruhataha and Vipaschitaha, and the knower of Maya. Vayuna with Ekaha, one. Ekaha means na dvatiyam asti. There is no Eka means na dvatiyam asti, advatiyam, advitiyaha, Ekaha. So has given the rites and the rituals, meaning the here vidate gotraha. So this is how the Vedic mantras are kind of, we have to find the right match. It is not like a plain statement, like this way Gita and all is very beautifully, you can easily understand a straightforward statement. But Vedic mantras are kind of, you have to complex, you have to find which matches with what. That's why Anvaya has to be done properly. Then only it is right. So that's in these 4 verses, the prayer So then next you will start with what is the uh, further, what is the phalam, and also the other sense organs and other things are also invoked, because it is said in prayer both the mind and the senses all are to be involved here. So that we will see in the next session. Up to 8 only, right? This I need some kind of a stopper here. Otherwise, I have to use this, and camera moves here and there. What is this supposed to be? Sarve सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ